Hi everyone, today we're going to continue with our C-More Micro HMI first program part 2. And last time we designed our screen up on our C-More Micro software where we had a start, stop and a jog button, and we actually downloaded this to our panel. So if we call up our software, we connected this to our Do-More Designer simulator, and when we hit our start, the output came on. When we hit our stop, the output came off, and as we hit and held our jog, our output came on and off accordingly. So today what we're going to do is look at communications between the HMI panel and our PLC and the way we control that communications. So let's go back to our panel, and what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is add another screen to our display. Currently we have only one screen, and there's a couple ways of doing that. Under the navigation, we can look at screen and you'll see new screen. We also can do it through our main menu as well. So that's further described in our website. So if we hit the new screen, and then we can get a screen number. In our case, we're just going to leave it the default, which is screen number 2, and we'll just hit OK. So there's my second screen. You also notice under the navigation we also have a delete screen, we have a copy screen, so we can quickly add and subtract different ones. We have a screen options, and we also can display in different ways. We can look at detailed view of our screens. We can look at a screen library. So again, a lot of different things that we can do with these screens. So right now let's just go back to our preview screen here, and we have screen number 2. Now within the unit, what we want to do is we want to create the communications and the setups so we can control what page number we're on, like screen 1 or screen 2. So if we look at the setup, you will see there's panel PLC to panel, or panel to PLC. We can click that, or what we can do is you can go to the function under navigation, and we can click the same setup. What will happen now is that it will bring up our PLC to panel now, and panel to PLC, and the first tab here is actually our panel to PLC. So what this means is this is how the panel will communicate to the PLC to indicate things like our current screen number or the current key numbers that are assigned or hit. So what we want to do is we want to create a tag in our tag database that represents our panel to PLC. So let's if we had tags here, they'd be listed, but we don't. So what we'll do is we'll call up our tag database, and in our tag database what we want to do is we want to add another tag. So our panel to PLC can be any BCD number or BCD integer 16-bit or an unsigned integer 16-bit. Either one will work. And what we'll do is we'll call this tag panel to PLC. And now we have to type our memory type, which will be 4, and our address will be 1. Now, in order, how we got that was we looked at the Modbus addressing, and you can see here that we're going to actually go to our MHR1, which is 4001. So what we're going to do is hit add to that, and automatically you will see that populate in our tag database, and we go on to number 2. Now where we're at it, we'll actually add our PLC to panel. Again, we're going to use an unsigned integer 16-bit. Our memory type, again, it's 4. Now our starting address, we have to pay close attention to this because 1, 2, and 3 are already assigned. So our next available one will be 4. So we'll add that one. Now we'll close it, and we'll go back to our panel to PLC that we described before, and we'll hit OK. When we do, that automatically comes up to panel to PLC. That's our tag that we're going to be looking at, and also will enable our send current key status. So we're going to use those extra 2 words too. So there's 3 words in order for the panel to communicate back to our PLC. Now if we go to the next tab, our PLC to panel, our starting word will actually be, first of all, we'll select our tag, which then started with address 40,004, and we're going to enable our screen switch, we'll enable our beep, and we'll enable our backlight display. And what it does is it actually shows us here our starting address, our screen switch, and if we can put a number in this area within our PLC, it will switch that number in our HMI. We can also turn on and off the beep. We can also enable or disable a touch screen on our display. And then our last address here, which would be 4006 or 40,006, is actually our backlight color. So we can turn it to blue, red, purple, green, cyan, yellow, or we can turn it off. So we'll hit OK for that. So that is our information now set, and now what we want to do is transfer this over to the HMI. So we send project to panel, or we can do it through our menus, main menus here under project transfer, Control T. First of all, we'll save it, yes. Then we're compiling it. And then what happens is it gives us an option. We can either go serial communication or we can go Ethernet. We have currently both configured, so we'll just leave it at our Ethernet connection. We'll hit transfer. And what it's doing is it's compiling, transferring it over to our HMI. And then we'll set OK because it's complete. Now, our program should work exactly the same as it did before. And what we'll do is close this down. We'll actually look at there's our simulator. We'll minimize it too. We'll look at our actual program, and we'll hit the start. It still comes on. Our stop still goes off, and our jog is still jogging just as we did before. Now, what we'll do is now monitor the PLC to panel and our panel to PLC area. So in order to do that, if we go under debug and go to data view, and let's just do a new data view. Now you notice that when we did it, our registers that we're looking for is actually 40,001, which represents MHR1. And then if we want the next available one, if we hit Control Enter, it will do the next one, 2 and 3, then 4, 5, and 6. So here are our ones that we use to control how the PLC will communicate. So what you'll see is the first one here represents the page number that we're currently on, which is 1, and we can see that on our screen. The next two represent the key switches if we had a function key unit. Then MHR4, 5, and 6 allow us to control the HMI from our PLC. So the first address that we have here controls the page number. So if we go to page number 2 and we write that, we will write that in, and sure enough, our page now switches to page number 2. If we write 0 back in, it will switch to our previous page that we had, which was page number 1. So we're back on page number 1 now. Our next one is our beep, and if we change that to a 1, our beep will actually turn on. And sure enough, that's what we have. Our beep is now on. We'll turn it now off. And lastly, we have our background color. And on our background color, a 0 is our current. We can go a 1 and now change it to a blue. We can change it to 2, which is our red. A 3 is purple. Our 4 is green. 5 will be a cyan. 6 turns it to a yellow. And we can also go 7. We can turn the backlight off altogether. Or we go back to 0, which is our current, which is what the page was originally designed for. So you can see it's very easy to manipulate these variables in order for us to control our screen. Now, all the links and documentation can be found on our website at accautomation.ca. If you like this video and like to see more, there are 3 ways in which you can help us out. You can give us a thumbs up so other people can find this information. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can also go to ACC Automation and subscribe to our website. When you do, notification will be given to you every time we publish new content to the site. You'll also get 2 free ebooks on numbering systems and robust data logging. And the third thing to do to help us out is to tell a friend or colleague about the site. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.